Today I'm going to show you a lesson on value, and we are going to start off by talking about pure colors. We started our paper off with the pure color of red because red is not mixed with anything else. We took a red crayon and made the letter P for pure color and then colored in the red box. After we were done coloring in the pure color of red, we talked about how if we mix yellow with red, we could make orange, but that would not be a pure color. If we are to use an orange crayon though, the orange crayon hasn't been mixed up, so that is a pure color. So we used our orange, pure orange, and made a letter P and colored in the next box. The next color we talked about was yellow, and yellow is not mixed with anything else. It's a primary color as well. So we colored a P in the middle of our box and then around the edges colored hard and lightly in the inside. So we can still see the letter P for pure color. Our next color that we're going to do is green. And if we can find a green crayon, we make the P right in the middle of the box and color around it. P stands for pure color. And I am going in rainbow order, remembering Roy G. Biv. Next in our box, we would put a P for pure color and color in blue. Going hard around the outside and hard with the letter P. And then I'm using light pressure when I color on the inside of my box. The last box that I would do would be the pure color of violet or purple. Keep finding blue violet, and that wouldn't be a pure color. So I'm looking for plain violet, and I just found a plain violet or purple. And I'm putting a P for pure color and coloring lightly inside of that box. So today, since we've been talking about value, we're going to start down here a teacher-guided example of a value scale. Right in the middle of the value scale is where the pure color goes. And for this example, we are all going to use green. Since it already says pure color, I don't need to make the letter P. I'm just going to color the pure color of green right in the middle of the value scale. Everyone in my class is starting with green, and we are all coloring green as our pure color. Since we are making a value scale, we're talking about tints and we're talking about shades. As we get further to the right, we're making shades, and shades are a color plus black. The color that's the farthest to the right on our color wheel is going to be our darkest color. So way over here, I'm going to start off by lightly adding black to the box. And I'm doing it lightly because it's a mixed color. It's not just black, it's black mixed with green. So it's a lot of black with a little bit of green. I'm making a dark green, a shade of green. So if I want to make it a little bit darker, I can layer on a little bit more black, but it should look like a mixed up color, a dark green. So this is our darkest value, and it's going to get a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter until it gets to the pure color. So in this box, next to the one I just finished, I'm going to put a light layer of black. This is almost a little bit too much. I want to go really light because this color needs to be lighter than the color that I just made. So I'm doing a little bit of black, maybe like a medium amount of black with my green here. So this should be a shade of green. but it should be a little bit lighter than the color next to it. So if I have to add more green to lighten it up, I can do that, or if I feel like it needs to be a little bit darker, I can add a tiny bit more black. So in this one here, this is going to be the lightest shade that we're making of green. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit of black, almost like it's a light layer of gray. And then I'll go over that with my green. So I should now have 4 different colors of green on my paper. A pure color and 3 shades of green. And each shade should get darker and darker, and this should be the darkest as I'm going along that value scale. Next, what we're going to work on are the tints. And a tint is a color plus white. So as our value scale moves to the left, colors are going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. So I'm going to start off over here with my lightest color. And so right here, I know nobody can see it, but I'm coloring with a lot of white. And then I'm going to take my green and add just a tiny bit of green because this is supposed to be a really light color. It's a tint of green. Then even over the top of the green, I'm going to add more white to lighten that up. So it should be a really nice light green. That is a tint of green that I just created. Now I have 2 more boxes to fill, and this is the lightest. So this was a lot of white. This is going to be a medium amount of white. This is going to be a little bit of white. So I'm going to add a medium amount of white into this box right here. And then I will add a medium amount of green. I want to make sure that this is a little bit darker than the light tint I just made, but not than my pure color. It should be lighter than my pure color. And then here I'm going to add just a little bit of white. And a little bit of green. I want to make sure that it's just a little bit lighter than the pure color I made. So it looks like I need to really lighten this one up here and add a little bit more green to this one here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different colors of green. I have 3 tints of green, 3 shades of green, and 1 pure color. My students' next steps will be to finish their own value scale at the bottom. They will choose 1 color, but not yellow or green. They may choose red, orange, blue, or purple, and complete their own value scale demonstrating tints and shades at the bottom. This is a lesson on how to make tints and shades, talking about color in 2nd grade.